Alright, I'm gonna try to keep this one short. This is my SKYRIMSE build. I posted a video of a custom build I made years ago. But this is more recent. This is like an updated SE version of it that has all the latest bells and whistles. I've seen a million different ultra modded builds of this game. I've seen some that look hyper realistic. I've seen some that look like MMOs. But I think people miss, this is me projecting by the way, but I think people miss the point of modding. The point of modding is just to somewhat modernize a game while at the same time just fixing bugs and improving what already exists in the game. But you don't want to stray or make a game something completely different. I'll do a quick load here of one of my save. I think it's just an auto save. I don't even know what the autosave is from. I'll just load this up, let you get a feel for what I'm saying, and I'll try my best to like walk you through individually the things that I've added, things that I've noticed that needed to be changed or upgraded. Okay, I hear the horse. Oh, okay, so this is the intro. For starters, I have the opening scene overhaul. I went through and I put in racial body morphs extreme. So everyone has different skeletons, body meshes, textures, hyper realistic textures. All hairs have been replaced with HDT or SMP replacements. See, can't remember his name. Is it Balgruuf? No, it's not Balgruuf. But for instance, this Jarl's hair, it's animated. That's what the mod does. It animates the default or vanilla hairs. That's all I think the game needed, not the crazy um Sims 3 or Sims looking hairs that have been modded in the game. There are no hairstylists, you guys. The default hairstyles I think were fine. Aside from that, if you look in the background there's two sconces or there's two fires in the background on either sides of that door. Did you notice that both of my fires are lit? It's a very simplistic tweak, but it's a tweak I've noticed commonly in pretty much every other super modded build I've seen so far that's not there. On another note, the opening scene is vital. If you can't get through the opening scene and your game is fully modded, you didn't mod it properly because that means your game is bug ridden. If you can't ride through a cart without your cart flipping itself over or your game crashing, you made a mistake. Everything should just work. That's kind of funny. That meme from Todd Howard. Um, there's a lot here. I have DAR, the mesh and texture replacements I mentioned. See the hair? That looks so beautiful. Um, visible weapons or immersive visible equipment. If you look at the fur on this executioner here, it's I went back and replaced every different race's meshes with the fusa fusa or a shell textured variation of the armor. That means fur looks like fur on all of the armors. It's just very minute, very simple upgrades that I've been making just to improve the game but not change the game to something else. I'm trying to harp on that because I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed with other ultra modded builds. Keep in mind this is just me projecting. In that same breath, I understand that we're all different. We all have our own preferences when it comes to modding this game. So I don't knock or judge other people who cake a lot of mods on top of their game and pretty much change it to something else. But it's fine, but it's not my personal preference. I When I play Skyrim, I want to feel like I'm playing Skyrim, no exceptions. Little tweaks like adding beards and aesthetic tweaks like different skeletons to make the characters look cooler, visible weapons, new specific NPC only weapons. It Little things like that are fine. As you can see, there's just enough improvement and tweaks to completely overhaul the default characters into something phenomenal. This looks this looks freaking amazing. I'm mad at myself. I can't remember his name. It's not Jarl Balgruuf, but He's the Jarl. He's the Jarl of the real Jarl of the Nords. But where Rayloff go? Just little things. Ragnarok. This rug has been completely replaced. It looks like a realistic rug, but it's not some crazy 8K texture. You know, like those people were like, my, I have an apple that's 4K. Why do you need a 4K apple text? Like you can't even look at an apple close enough to see resolution that high. That's insane. I went off on a tangent there. Sorry, I digressed. But everything, just anything that can have shell texturing or fusa fusa related type texturing, I've put it in here. Bottles and barrels can be broken. I found a way to finagle it so that my all of my items are destructible. There's a lot going on here. My foliage has been replaced. I have an E and B that allows me to step on foliage. So as my character steps on the grass, you can't see it here because it's in the intro. But as the character steps on the grass actually mushes and moves according to his feet. Various mesh replacements in regards to just simple plant textures. There's no longer just flat meshes. There's actual 3D meshes for the plants. Trees. I have a tree replacer. My tree replacer though is just basic by the book. It's a mod I believe called Moving Walled. I probably mispronounced that, but I have a tree replacer that's a very simplistic tree replacer that simply just varies the models and ups the polys in the tree models. That's it. Look how amazing, look how amazing these characters look with just the simplest mods here. Even the children have been replaced. There's no more Chucky doll children in my build. This is RS children, by the way. This is the simple children, simple RS children replacement. I do not play with Apache hair and all these crazy hair mods. I have those mods, but I do not play with the NPC replacers because the NPC replacers it makes the game look weird. It just looks weird. Something about the immersion goes. My Alduin has been replaced. Alduin is actually 8K. Large monsters like giants, dragons, anything that's mammoths, anything that's huge in my build, I went ahead and just replaced them with 4K minimum or 8K textures. That reason being is because you can actually get close enough to those things, those creatures, to actually see the detail in them. But putting 4K and 8K textures on something like an apple to me is insane. That's just insane. You're wasting memory. You could have a far more efficient game build. See the texture on Rayloff's his Stormcloak uniform there? I went ahead and put a bit of plaid on it. That's very immersive, but it's unobtrusive, which is most important. You don't want to intrude on the default game. That's what I want to focus on here. See his eyebrows? His eyebrows are the same color as his hair. I know you're probably like, "Wow, that's a very simple, very minute thing," but you would be surprised how many builds don't have that simple aesthetic. So I'm just gonna simply enter this little area here just to give you I'm pretty sure there's probably more in here I could cover. Look at the difference between Rayloff and the Jarl. Look at how huge he is. Sorry, I just got shot with fire. It's kind of blurring in and out here. But look how huge he is. He looks like the Jarl of the Nord. He looks like an actual king of the Nords. Visible equipment of S&P all over the characters, not including but not limited to the clothing. Bow remeshes, just enough remeshing to make the bows realistic, but still also have that distinctness. All right, he's cutting me loose here. All right, the eyebrow matching, that's very important. I think that's important because different races, your hair should be the same color as your eyebrows. That's just common sense there. But that's something I see on many Skyrim builds that's just jacked up. I didn't go too heavy with using E and B lighting. I'm going to implement that later, put NB lights on different light things. But NB lighting isn't really a necessity. It should be for specific things. I've seen mods that put NB lighting on ice. Why do you need NB lighting on ice? That doesn't make ice doesn't glow. So I have Bears of the North. I think still until this day, Bears of the North is one of the best bear replacement mods because it just varies the bears and it gives them shell texturing. Just simple things, simple mods like that, like Bears of the North, that replaces bears, give you bear variants according to demographic, is not only very immersive and very important, but it also doesn't stray from the vanilla game to a point that you don't feel like you're still playing the game. That's what I want to keep being a broken record on. You shouldn't stray from the vanilla game. You should improve it. That's what your mod should be for. You're just bug fixing, mesh upgrading, and you're doing everything you can to just make it a better version of the default game. So I'm done projecting here. I know I probably said that like 30 times in a row, but I just wanted to focus on that. This is my current build. What it looks like, it's quadruple. It's so stable, it's not even funny. I have previous videos on my races. I have so many races. It's kind of crazy too. But yeah, I was just showing this. This video is really for my best friend. My best friend rocks with this. He used to come over and play it with me, but it used to crash on us because I wasn't like a good modder yet. But now I've got it down packed, as you can see here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I have to prove what I said about the what's going on. Oh, my arms hurt. God dang it! I think the dragon hurt me earlier. So let's do something here. Okay. Yeah, I have the souls menu in my game. I prefer it. I like the pressure of not being able to just pause the game when I want to. There's a specific mod I want to show here so I can practice what I preach. I said it earlier, but I didn't really showcase it. I don't want to drag this video out past 15 minutes. By the way, kind of want this to be short. Uh-oh, put your weapon on, guy. I could box. I don't mind box. Yeah, I could box. You want some? Let's go. No, the default game doesn't have these combat animations. This is actually DAR. Every race in my game has a different combat style. Pretty much everything about them is different, to be honest. Yeah, you gotta speed up here, Raylaw. Speed up, guy. Oh, you know what I think it is? Because I tried to equip my weapon earlier. I think because my arm is broken. See how he's hanging his arm down? I need to splint my arm before I can use a weapon again. But let's see if I can duel it and he can get the. Nope, my arm's busted. Well, let's see if I can still showcase the mod here. God, he looks cool. He looks so much better. Look at all the physics. Jesus. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so the destructible object mod. There you go. I thought you needed an axe or something to like break objects. Well, no, I guess you could just punch them. But there's an example of my destructive objects. And everything, all the bells and whistles are here. I just didn't, it still feels, this should, hopefully you agree, this feels like the vanilla game, it's just slightly improved, just little things to make this feel more modern and immersive while in the same breath not really destroying, the game. Skyrim is a good game. We don't need all this nonsense added into the game like these crazy hairstyles and, it's just excess. But yeah, I'm gonna close the video out. I said I wasn't gonna drag it past 15 minutes. This is really for my family, my best friend, my brother from another mother. For everybody else, if you're a Skyrim fan and you dig this, that's pretty awesome. And I hope I showed you a method to my madness personally. This is just personally how I think the game should look and be, so far. And If you prefer it a different way, if you like the bright colors, the ENBs, that's fine too. God bless.